Start with head coach Jeff Quinn, bring our players down afterwards. So we're going to make an opening statement and take questions.
Well, I asked these guys to leave it on the field tonight, and looking at the way our defense played tonight, I was really proud of their effort. Being able to hold UConn to 80 yards rushing speaks volumes the way these kids competed. And, those two plays were the difference in the game. They had two big 60-yard touchdown plays. And, and obviously offensively, we certainly were not in rhythm. We struggled. Quarterback play was not where we needed it. And certainly there was a couple moments in that game that I thought offensively we had our shot. It was right in the second half. I mean, we're down there, and we throw a quick pass to Jimmy, and it doesn't convert, and then we turn around and we throw an interception. And I really felt like at that one specific moment, that took us a little bit out of rhythm. But overall, I felt like we found something in a defensive unit that can keep us in games. We need to do our part offensively, and that's really the end of the game. To be able to go toe-to-toe with UConn, the way our kids competed and fought, I was proud of their efforts.
I'll straight to that, Coach. I mean, there was a point, leading up into the third quarter where you were outgaining UConn for a time. You were going toe-to-toe offensively, so like you were 15 to their 15, getting into the red zone 3 times, and yet no one come away with the points.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. You need to put the points on the board, absolutely. And we talked about these guys. We talked to our offense. I said the way we need to manage the game is be able to take great care of the ball and then move the chains. And when we do get our moments, because there's going to be a few moments that the red zone is going to come available to us, we're going to get close enough, put points in there, and we need to convert. To be able to outrush them 126 to their 80. And they have been holding teams to 80 yards rushing. I felt good about that. We just weren't able to, put the points on the board, and that's obviously very disappointing.
Did you give it any thought at all to maybe changing the quarterback?
No, not at all.
Jeff, did you have any idea that Williams was that explosive after the catch? I mean, did that show up on?
We knew he was a good player. Again, the kid showed great, great awareness. He broke some tackles. He ran strong. We had guys in position. I mean, we had our hands on the guy. And that's just what's it's always disappointing. But to our kids' credit, they fought back. And that kid, he made 2 big plays, and that's what they needed. And as I tell our players all the time, I don't know who it's going to be, but we need somebody to do the same thing. We need somebody to step up and make those plays when those opportunities present themselves. They were able to do it. We weren't tonight.
Was a missed field goal, was the hold shaky on that?
I asked Pete, he said he just pulled it left, early on. And, obviously every, brief moment when you got a chance to put points on the board, we got to capitalize on it. And, he came back, he bounced back for us. He did a good job in punting. We were close on the second, downing it inside the 5. We did a nice job there. Our kids are, they're playing hard. They're doing some of the things that, you really love to see as a head football coach. And it's always disappointing. It's hard to find the right words to say to a group of kids. Says, what do you actually say? You play hard. You played UConn. They're in your stadium. What a great evening, homecoming. And we weren't able to deliver on it. And, I told them it's 24 hours and we need to get back because Tennessee's up next.
Coach, do you explain the decision with 3.5 minutes left to punt?
At that moment, I look back at it, should have went for it. Should have went for it. Absolutely. Playing field position at that point wasn't the main. That's why I was thinking field position, stop them. We did get the ball back, and defense did a great job. And that serves as a purpose that in a different scenario where the points are, the score's different, that might have been the right call. Tonight, that's on me. I need to go for it.
You got any preliminary indication on Copeland?
He's going to be all right now. He and Dwelly were the 2 right now, but looks like Josh is going to be able to come back. He took a shot. Do a little bit more precautionary measures there to protect him.
Steve Means at the end of on that touchdown?
I think he's going to be all right too. You know, he's a little shook up, you know, from that particular play, but you know, Steve's a tough kid. He bounced right back. I saw him after the game, and you know, and he said that everything's going to be just fine with him.
The interception in the end zone, can you take us through what might have happened there? And then you obviously didn't seem all that pleased with whatever explanation you
No,
had.
they threw the flag. You know, it was pass interference, and then they said the pass interference happened after the interception.
Is that the rule?
Yeah.
I mean, is
Right.
that
They had possession of the ball before they interfered with our receiver. So there is no pass interference in that moment, unfortunately.
So it's definitely Chaz's position moving forward. There's no competition there.
Oh, we're going to evaluate that film. We're going to look at, every single player. And, we need to do a great job of evaluating, everything that happened in that game tonight. But, it wasn't his best night. He'd be the first one to tell you that. But, there's 10 other guys out there that need to raise their level too. It's just not on him. And I think, he's just such a conscientious kid. He's such a great competitor. This one stings. This one hurts because, he knows he only gets one last shot at UConn, and, like all of our seniors. And, and I knew that he felt like, it wasn't at the level that he set for himself. So I know he's going to bounce back for us. Thank you.
Okay, will you start passing?